Welcome back, everybody. We are going to talk to you today all about how we've become photography coaches. We are so excited about this journey that we wanted to tell you a little bit about why we decided to become photography coaches and what inspires us to keep on, providing value and helping others grow their business just like we've been able to do.
Now, if this is the first time you see us, I'm Luke and this is Bethany, and our passion is to help photographers, obviously, grow a successful business where they can, get those clients, to get the consistent income, and to just deliver so much value to their clients that their clients just keep coming back and spread the word so that more clients come to see you.
So if you're not already, make sure that you hit subscribe to our channel and give it a like, because we release videos like this every single week with tips and tricks to grow your photography business, and there's nothing better than learning it from people who are just a couple steps ahead of you, and that is our claim to fame. We know that if we can do it, you can too, and we are graduates from the School of YouTube, so we're here to give back to that community just like we were able to get from other people who've been able to teach us on this platform. So buckle up, we're about to give you some cool insight on how we became photography coaches. So why become a photography coach? Why wouldn't you just be a general business coach? We know that photography specifically is one of those areas where you could probably find a business coach, and we've hired business coaches who are not photographers who could help you grow your business, but having somebody who's done exactly what you want to do brings that other element of, confidence and real life experiences when it comes to building that photography business. And we all know, that first time you start taking, clients through a photo session, or the first time you start editing photos in Photoshop and you're like, how do I even make this work? We know that. We've been there. We understand that process. So that is kind of why we decided to get into this, because we've realized that there's a gap in the market when it comes to finding people who are just a couple steps ahead of you in your business. And of course, there's tons of people out there who've been doing this for 10, 20, 30 years, and they're able to share with you a lot of their experience. But it's different when it's somebody who's only 5 years ahead of you. And so that's why we wanted to be able to connect with you and tell you why it's important to look at picking a photography coach specifically if you're at this stage in your business.
And even go a step further than that, we're mostly niching into wedding photography, which means that you can relate really closely with experiences that somebody has already gone through. When you go through a life coach or some kind of business coach that is supposed to help you generally get through roadblocks and keep you encouraged and accountable, maybe they don't know the ins and outs of dealing with posing, or you're having troubles networking within the wedding industry. And those are specific things that we pick and that we encourage so that you can grow your business to that next level. So picking a coach that's very niche to what you want to achieve is also really important, and that's something that we believe in.
So how did we become photography coaches? How does somebody do that? Well, you just start doing it, to be honest with you. We actually had quite a few local photographers reach out to us who were looking for help growing their business. Now, at the time, it wasn't wedding photography specific, but they were looking for everything from how to really use their camera, how to do lighting, how to set up, client meetings, how to find clients, all of the above. Basically, the basics from everything you're probably going through right now. And that was something that at the time I didn't realize, but it was something that I really was passionate about. It was something that I knew, okay, one day, I want to be able to teach other people to do what I do. But what I realized is that I love, photography, and I love, taking photos and, being artistic, but I don't necessarily love teaching that specific part of it. I actually really enjoy the business side of it. And so that's where the photography coach specifically came into our world. is because I wanted to be able to teach specifically how to grow a business as a photographer versus how to use your camera. We've been doing photography now for over 6 years, and when I first started, I had no idea what I was doing. And so naturally, especially people in my community who have met me or seen my work have gravitated towards us and really sort of, latched onto us and felt, comfortable asking us a lot of questions. And I'm not just talking like, what kind of, camera do you use or what kind of lens do you use, but how they do specific things when it comes to that. And especially when we started working with second shooters, we realized that even though people have been shooting or doing stuff for a long time, they're really missing certain aspects of the business that could really help them grow. And so it just kind of compelled us, especially, when the whole world imploded last year, gave us a lot more time. At first, everybody switched to doing online courses and, doing all these amazing things online. And, that was a little bit harder for us. It definitely took us a little bit to kind of get out of that slump. But once we did, we realized, okay, now we have a little bit more time and we really want to take advantage of it, right? There's nothing better to be said than people who are going to be recognized, as they've kind of grown their business or taken steps, even when, things have been stacked against them. So for us, that was taking our business to the next level, which was coaching. And so naturally, with all these questions, all of these things, we just have been able to narrow down exactly who we want to pinpoint, who we want to be coaching, and who we want to be helping, so that way it's not only helping us and ourselves grow and figure out, how we do things specifically, but it's helped us get to that next level and get us to more of an online, sort of business versus it always being us going out and shooting weddings to sort of bring in income.
Yeah, to that point, it's really COVID-proofing our business by adding an online element to it. We do the coaching all online. And that's not to say that we don't want to do it in person, but to expand our network of who we can work with. We're working with a lot of people from, overseas, North America, different things, and doing it in person isn't always an option. Now, that being said, we've always had an affinity to help others, I think, in their business, to teach them what it is that they're missing so that they can succeed. And I think what was the trigger to something like that is we came up with a system that we love, and we take all our clients through it. And that's kind of what we love showing other people, is how intricate this little system that we created, this and that. And to be honest, before we started teaching people, I thought everyone was doing this. I thought we put so much effort into it, everyone must be doing all that. And then as we spoke to other photographers, we found that, oh wow, we do this extra. These are all extra things that we've added on as value added for our clients. And now we've been transitioning that to some of our students, and they're finding that they're getting results really quickly with it, which means that what we're doing is definitely the right thing, because in the end, you want your client to have the best time with you, and that's really gonna get you into the door in front of other people, and that is really gonna make you a successful photographer.
Over the last couple of months, we've been able to develop an amazing program. So as it stands right now, on today, we have an amazing 8-week program that is one-on-one coaching, as well as 4 extra bonus classes that are a group training within an exclusive Facebook group that we've started. Now, this one-on-one coaching is so much more than just that, because we also offer a whole range of other things that come into this as well. So everything from, when a customer first inquires with you, we have email templates, what you should be doing on your sales calls with people. So sales calls could be just like a meeting with someone who wants to book you for their wedding, possibly. We have a full sequence of a workflow after somebody books you as well that has over 17 steps right now. And I know that sounds crazy, but let me tell you, it is gold. It is like the best workflow out there, I swear. I've poured my heart and soul into this thing, and it is really a game changer when it comes to keeping those clients informed and feeling like we're answering those questions before they even think about them.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, are you in my head? Because we've already emailed them about a question that maybe they hadn't even thought of yet.
Yeah, right down to the day. Like, we actually just got an email yesterday where somebody was asking us something, and it was literally scheduled to go out the next day. So that's how well we've been able to time these questions coming in. So I want you to know that on top of that, we also include, that one-on-one coaching where people can ask questions, where we can dive deep into certain aspects of their business that you probably would never be able to do with anybody else. I've had people say to me, well, I just talk to my friends about these things, but it's not the same. Having somebody who really has been where you want to, been where you are and is where you want to be is really what we're able to help you do. And, ideally the people that we work with are doing photography full time or want to do photography full time, but they just aren't there yet. They just don't have the systems in place. They don't have the setup that really allows them to maximize each client that they have. And that's what we've been able to develop. And we're so proud of it. It's such an amazing program. And we hope that you will, reach out to us. We've got a link in the description below where you can apply to see if you're going to be a great fit for our program. We only take on 5 students a month at the moment. And if you are interested in something like that, I hope you will hit the link below and apply, because it really is a game changer when it comes to your business.
Yeah, it really helped these students, our current students, implement these systems so that they have more time to be doing the things that they love. I think that's one of the big things about photography and wedding photography, is that some people think it's very much a rat race where you're trying to just find the next payment that you're gonna get from a wedding. But really it's about eliminating the stuff that you don't want to do by automating it or just making it, a little bit easier for you, less taxing on the mind, and then focus on the stuff that will actually be bringing in business, not really the day-to-day operational stuff that you can get lost in.
Absolutely. You can totally get lost in that stuff. The emails, the answering questions, the figuring out when you need to remind people of things. All of that is done for you, and you just literally need to copy paste. It's such an amazing thing. Plus, you're gonna get that one-on-one coaching, so we can walk you through how we do it, how we explain it. So it's not just like, here you go, implement this and make the changes. It's also the how, which is huge, 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 huge. So we hope that we see you in the application inbox, and see you next week. Bye.
Bye.